We back.
What's cracking, man? Back in the building, man. Episode 2, Better Left Unsaid show, man.
Hey, man, it's your boy Shawn back in the building with the pretty tie on.
Bum ass business, man. Scoop Cash in the building, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. And we have a special guest.
We do.
A little miniature voice in the back. You might hear, you know what I'm saying, a couple words now. You want to say something?
I'm here. Better Left Unsaid.
What's your name?
Special.
You want to introduce yourself?
Dynasty.
They don't know you. All right,
First
cool.
guest on the show, so yeah, I feel honored. I feel good.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the show, man. We're going to have plenty more, man. We're going to have a lot more, so.
A lot more.
Yeah. Anybody that got a voice and opinion, that knows how to talk. Because I don't like
man to shut the hell
that
up.
stuttering or whatever, man. All right, man. What we talking about, man? Where you want to start at?
All right, so first thing I want to talk about, because the first thing you said, you called me a bum and I look great, so you got to stop lying.
That's your opinion.
All right, man. I'm just letting you
You
know.
gotta start shaming people. You gotta stop opinion shaming. That's the problem. If I say you look like a bum, that's what I think.
Man, fuck your opinion, man.
Hey, go ahead, man.
Sometimes your opinion is better left unsaid. Just saying. But nah, man, you know, one thing that we talk about in the world,
Okay.
about people lying all the time, and sometimes lying might be a good thing.
Lying is underrated, if you ask me.
It's extremely underrated.
Lying
man.
is very much underrated. I'm keeping 100 with you.
Being honest.
And I'm being honest.
I'm just saying, like,
Lying is very much underrated, man. Lying is first of all, when you raising kids, you lie to them.
all the time.
You know what I'm saying? When you in school, they lying to you.
All the time.
When you in a relationship, they lying to you.
Woo! That's the one.
Yeah, your friends, they lie to you all
They
the
do.
time. I mean, so damn, it feels that bad. Why does everybody do it so much? Why they feel the need to do it so
everybody
much?
Fake. Everybody just think it's
I mean-
I wouldn't call it fake because sometimes lying is necessary.
How is that? If you lie to my face, you're not even being rude. You can't
No.
be rude. You don't even like me.
I mean,
No, like when you lie to your kids, right? Sometimes you're lying to protect them. You
that's
think about
from
that one.
your point of view, though.
So
yeah, I mean, the
We
only
see plenty
person.
of shows and movies that the child gets upset because their parents lie to them. or
Right,
hurt.
but lying is the stem is from the person saying the lie. So you can't judge. You can't say all their reactions upset because we don't know how they're gonna react to the truth either. You know what I'm saying? So they could have been mad
Why
at the
not
truth
give that
either.
person a chance? Why not just be honest?
Because, like he said, that person believes they're protecting them. That's the whole point.
That's the whole
So how
point.
you gonna take away their opinion of whatever you say or their emotions, all that stuff?
See,
Go ahead.
let me
and put
just
something else
go
on.
ahead.
because
break it
the
down
funny
for me.
thing, the funny thing about what she's saying, like all very logical, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very rational.
It is. For
The,
the first
the
time
world
I've
don't
ever-
operate.
Never. Nobody
The world
operates
has
like
never
that.
operated.
Nobody give a fuck about that.
What are you talking about? No, lying is. We just
Bro,
gave
the
you
government,
6, 7 exactly.
The government lie to you every day. Everything about life is basically a lie.
Right, exactly.
Well, are y'all talking about everyday lies or just like
We
real
said
life
lie. It
lies?
don't matter
Lying period is just
what way you wanna
overrated.
do it,
I mean,
yeah.
lying is
Underrated.
underrated.
Y'all
Yeah, for sure.
are going for the lie. Y'all love lies. Y'all
No,
lie.
We didn't say that.
no. We're
We
not
didn't say
saying
that.
that.
We're
We're
just
just saying
saying-
it's slightly.
Two lying young men. That's what y'all
Woo!
I mean, everybody in the
Whoa.
world has lied before, so
So
that's
you ain't
not
never lied?
much of an insult.
Hold on. Wait. So you never lied?
saying. I'm not a part of this.
Oh, no. You
You can't throw stuff at us, and then when we ask you now,
So hold on.
that's
So,
not what we asked you. That's
Have
not
you
the
lied
question.
before?
That was the question.
Oh,
Okay.
you
So we
lying
gonna-
about lying?
We're gonna move on.
Oh my
The-
gosh.
Basically, honesty is overrated, man, because a lot of times we definitely appreciate a lie way more than the truth.
I agree.
I
think-
definitely
think
would take a lie over the truth, and I could think of a few situations.
A lot of situations.
I can think of a few situations, you know what I'm saying?
You know, sometimes that lie is needed just to kind of, it eases the situation
Yeah,
sometimes,
right.
you know,
I
because
would
you.
say exaggerate the truth. I wouldn't
It's the same
necessarily
thing.
say lie, but yeah.
Leave
That's the same thing.
Exaggerating the truth, leaving things out.
That's
That's
the same
kind of a
thing.
lie.
Yeah, it's a lie.
I wouldn't take a lie. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I don't think you want the truth either.
Yeah, damn, she don't want that.
I know you don't want the
I'll
truth.
deal with it later.
Speaking of honesty, right? Next thing that we was talking about is rappers lying and rappers being honest. Because some things that they have said and done, it made it look cool.
Yeah.
Like, cheating, shooting.
Matter of fact, one of the funniest thing I learned about rappers is like if you ever was to remove like the beat and the person from like some of the lyrics, it would sound a whole lot different. Like have you ever heard a rapper say, "I would never love a girl, I always love my nigga"?
Yeah, that sounds insane.
That sounds like you coming out the closet. That
That's
sounds
exactly what it sounds
crazy.
like. You be like, yo, word? That's
Excuse
exactly?
me? If you go back and listen to some of them Wayne freestyles, remove the beat, I'll kidnap your grandma and shoot your baby. What?
Listen.
What?
Listen, we've heard enough.
We serious?
Yeah. And then
They serious?
everybody raps it. It's the coolest thing ever. I mean, I think the main thing about it, especially like, the black homes, black families. You know, we try to keep them together. And rappers kind of make it a cool
Rappers
thing
have-
to. Nah, fuck the girl.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
care nothing about one.
Don't care a damn thing.
That is crazy, man. It's crazy how and that's another thing, man. It's another thing. Like it'll be your favorite rapper. Let's go, Lil Baby, Young Thug, or Gunna, whoever. None of these people in their music ever put admiration to a black family, black lover, black
Never.
wife. Never share any
Never.
appreciation.
I don't understand.
But
that
women
shit.
will flock to him
Immediately.
and act like he ain't just told you, "I'll never love you, ho." Yeah, and your mama ugly. Oh yeah, if you ain't
Like,
got no
yeah, I
ass,
fuck
and
your
you're
best
worthless, and y'all will still really support.
Yeah, they be yelling for that.
That's
joint.
the
Oh my
craziest
gosh, I can't
thing
wait
in
for
the
him to
world.
drop.
That's nuts, man.
Honestly.
That's crazy. Like some of the
But y'all
things.
was talking about the guys, but the females do the same thing.
Do the
Oh
same-
yeah, well, they're in the same boat too.
They're in the same boat.
They're in the
Rappers
same boat
themselves.
too.
They just called out Monica for that on line where they were saying, "Oh, y'all over here living y'all best life, and we listening to y'all music, breaking up happy homes and stuff like that." So
And what the first thing she said? She
was
said,
like,
"I'm
"I
not."
did not condone."
Yeah, I didn't
Exactly.
condone that. She said, "I didn't tell y'all to follow me," but I mean, that's what everybody. That's what they flock to.
And
That's
then,
what we listen to.
and the craziest thing is if you actually so they say I'm you know what I'm saying, like I'm not condoning this, I don't do this and that, right? Rappers will say all this, I don't condone this and that. But then they'll be like, all y'all niggas rap lies in y'all raps, all y'all y'all lying in y'all raps. So which one is
it? You don't
Make a
condone it, but you
decision.
want somebody to tell the truth. Which
Y'all
one you wanna
lies,
do?
y'all actors, you what? My man, it makes no sense.
I was watching something today, and they were saying how for a rapper, your rap sheet sells. You gotta have a rap sheet. So you don't have to catch a body. You don't have to lie. You don't have to smash this different woman. You don't have to do everything in the world just for you to actually be a rapper in order for them to condone it and be cool. Like,
I don't agree with that, but
You don't
I
think so?
think that's the easiest, one of the
Easiest ways,
I
yeah.
don't agree with that though.
I mean, every rapper doesn't do it, but if you look at some of the hottest rappers right now,
Yeah, that's just some though.
it is. And I mean, I think it's the worst thing ever. Honestly, I think they need to change about how. Remember old rap like the '80s? You know, the hip.
I don't remember.
Oh man,
what do you
ain't
mean?
never go back and listen to it?
No.
I need that type of rap.
What kind of first of all, what's your playlist looking like? What is playlist looking like? 80s? No, I wasn't listening to 80s rap. What are you talking about?
give us a song, a reference. I
You want to hear it?
The only thing we celebrate is the 90s at the max back then. That's the only
I'm
thing
talking
we.
about the type of rap that.
I don't know, man. What was they doing?
Rap?
Exactly. They
Fresh
ski
Prince?
bopping. You talking about beat bopping all that? Stop it, bro. No, I wasn't listening to 80s rap.
Damn, man.
I know
Run
Run DMC. I know Run DMC.
Yeah, that's the '80s.
I mean, he had a show. That's on the reason. He's playing his music on the show. He
That's the
came
only
out
reason
with
you
the
know?
Let's Get
That's the only
Married
reason you know?
remix.
Okay.
Let's Get Married remix. I knew his verse. I knew
There we
him.
go. We need to support that. We need to
Who else from the 80s?
Contract thing?
Stop it. Stop it.
I mean, he's the 90s, isn't he?
He's 90s.
Yeah,
Not the 80s.
90s, not 80s.
Oh, so y'all the 80s now. What you mean?
We been
I
since the
said-
80s.
That's the
You
first time he
talking
said that he ain't listen to it. Oh man,
He's
you ain't
talking
listening. You ain't listening. You slacking in your Mac, man. What's you got going on? I just feel like we need to start being more positive in the world and stop just the hate towards women.
Man, put on a suit, start giving quotes for the positivity. Cut it out, man.
Had to change
I
that.
love I will say I love all the ignorant rounds where y'all get turned up too. But at the end of the day, but people gotta have an understanding that it's all entertainment and it should stick to that. You know what I mean? Y'all celebrate, so it's cool when Young Boy and Quando Rondo kill somebody, and oh yeah, he really real what he talking about. But when Young Dolph gets killed, damn, that's messed up.
Yeah, he can't go back to his own hood. Why
So
y'all
you
kill
can't, you know
him?
what I'm
Y'all
saying?
kill the real one.
Killing is murder. Nothing is good about murder, you know what I'm saying? People, man going to the store to buy his mom some cookies. Saddest thing in the world.
Literally.
You gotta, I mean, you gotta pick a side, man. You gotta keep perspective in mind.
Speaking of killing, prayers up to everyone that lost a child in that massacre, because that was kind of crazy. That was. I know we staying away from that, but that was something I feel like should be out there. That was insane. You send your kid to school and shit like that happens. I feel like that was
It's
just
not even a safe place no more.
not even, because that's what kids like to go to school sometimes. I mean, besides the work part, you see your friends there, you see everything going on. It's like great, and you can't even send your 8-year-old, your 10-year-old.
Schools and churches was at least like safe places. Them they ain't even safe places no more.
Yeah, so I just feel like that was needed to be said, because that's insane. To me, that's insane.
All right, man. This is gonna be. I'm scared to say it. 'Cause I might get in trouble.
You might, but I mean,
I might get in trouble, but I need to know this. So this is it's a biased question already, but it's the truth. It's a reality that men go through. So let me ask you something.
Okay.
How many women or how many relationships did you have to be in or women you had to deal with before you realized arguing with your girl is the worst decision you can make? It's a lose-lose situation. You're going to lose regardless.
You're going to lose regardless.
You're going to lose.
But so let me say this, right?
Okay.
Don't jump into a bunch relationship, but the dealing with women, I didn't have many because I lived with my mom, right? And noticing even when I'm right, I'm wrong. And that shit took I was like, oh, okay, that's just my mother, being a mother. And then you deal with one, you're like, oh. Then you do the second one, you're like, hey, bro. And then you go, and now when I'm older, and you go back to your mom, you still dealing with. I'm like, yo, there's no fucking way that I am never right ever in any situation.
It's funny because I remember when I was a kid, I used to, you think of your mom as a mom and different from women, but they're people too, they're women too, so they got the same tendency,
same brain
as women. So that's funny, but yeah. So I mean, you gonna learn, man. The older you get, it's the reason the phrase "happy wife, happy life" came about, man. You should not, because if you win an argument,
oh no, it's a bad day, because then it comes to the part where, what if they have to apologize?
Oh, it's not gonna happen. So you can hold your breath on that. But yeah, it's not gonna happen.
I ain't gonna get you in trouble. But when was the last time you got an apology from a woman when she was wrong?
Ooh.
Without having to force out the apology, just was like, oh, hey, by the way, I was wrong about this.
Well, women, first of all, as far as an actual apology, women won't apologize until you actually. You have to be the one to start that. So you know what? I'm sorry for that. Yeah, man.
That is not true.
Whoa, okay. So you offer up apologies?
We also have to acknowledge women apologize completely different.
Oh my gosh.
They just want to move past it. They act like as soon as you win, they be like, "It's not even that deep. Now you're doing too much."
Yeah. I don't want to talk about this.
I don't want to talk about this anymore. Whatever. Shut up. Stop talking to me. Don't touch me.
Move on to the next subject.
It's all kind of deflections. All kind of flipping. You bringing up old stuff. I ain't saying that. Can we stick to the topic at hand? I just want to stick to the topic at hand.
2016 was years ago. We ain't gonna talk about that.
Where you point out the facts, there's no acknowledgement of it. It's whatever.
They skip it.
They skip it.
When was the last time you gave out an apology?
I give out apologies.
That wasn't the question.
When was the last time you gave out an apology?
Date and time?
I'm just saying, do you give out apologies willingly?
Yes. If I feel like I'm in the wrong, or if I want it to really end, I just be like, okay, I'm over it. And I would be the person that would say, I'm sorry.
So
you say I'm sorry, or you just kind of deflect?
No, I say I'm sorry. I have said I'm sorry.
Huge difference.
Exactly.
I said I'm sorry. No. I have said
I've said it, but I'm not.
Now let me ask you that based on that. So you said I have said it, but that's really not how women apologize. We can both agree that women don't usually apologize with an actual I'm sorry. So as a woman, would you accept an apology as a real apology if the words I'm sorry or I apologize do not come from that person?
Would I accept
Yes.
it?
Yes.
No. I
Exactly. So
that's terrible. That's terrible.
What's wrong with you?
I need to know, did you understand why we had to argue?
That's the point. That's what we saying.
See?
So, yeah, it's a way to apologize, but when you're a woman and you have an argument with a man or whatever, it's I feel like everything that you say, they try so hard to just beat down whatever you have to say. So it's kind of you feel like you have to go over and beyond to even say what you have to say, to the point where they don't even listen to what you say anymore. So now the argument is not even about what it's supposed to be. So y'all just arguing back and forth.
So you do.
You arguing just to argue thing. So that's your line.
And then you
so
argue
that's your line.
So you don't have to apologize.
Exactly.
Anymore.
Not exactly.
You didn't even listen to what I said.
Okay. Yeah.
So
It is.
basically, what y'all just said, what we do is what y'all do. So I feel like both parties feel like they're doing the same thing, or it's happening to each other.
You see, but what you literally just did exactly what we explained. Instead of talking about acknowledging what you did, you threw it right back on us.
I do.
Exactly. Literally as a prime example.
We appreciate that though. That was great.
That was great.
We're gonna use that. We're gonna make sure I keep that because that was amazing.
For sure, because I need a PSA and I might get this a PowerPoint presentation to all the women.
Women do not apologize. Oh man. In that case, right? We gonna skip that because I don't think not many women apologize ever. Besides apologizing and just saying I'm sorry, what else do you look for when it comes to your significant other? You can answer that too.
You gotta narrow it down.
All right, all right, when it comes to the looks. You know, are there certain looks that you're going for, certain dress, certain styles, body types, and all that? I mean, and we're not supposed to be body shaming or talking about that, but I'm going to talk about it anyway.
Well, go ahead.
Go ahead. You can go first.
You just said you
No,
want to body shame.
No, I don't want to body shame. I said we shouldn't body shame. I'm trying to avoid that part.
If you want to talk about big girls, talk about big girls. That's okay.
No.
If that's your preference, that's your
preference.
preference.
That's not my preference, my guy. I have a certain weight class, bro.
What's the weight class?
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying? He body shaming the car. He said
it does sound crazy.
Y'all body shaming. Y'all trying not.
How? I ain't said anything.
Everything y'all beating around the bush.
I haven't said anything.
I have a height to weight ratio.
I haven't said anything.
I have a height to weight ratio, honestly.
That sounds crazy.
No, you don't. You really? You think so?
It's not. It's hold on.
I'm not a dude.
So why are you jumping in? So what you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. I'm not even gonna speak too much on that, but
how you gonna not speak on too much, but had a whole thing to speak? Anyways, so is it a problem that a man or whoever, a person has a preference? Is that considered body shaming?
No, I'm not saying it's preference, but I mean, it's body shaming or anything like that. You can have your preferences, but it's just kind of like...
You said we sound crazy.
The way that y'all were just talking to each other, it just sounded crazy because it sounded like you was like, oh, I don't want no fat girl.
Nobody said that.
I said
nobody said that.
Beating around the bush just sounds like y'all
but you making an assumption. That's not...
I know I said it. It sounds like y'all are about to.
So it's okay to assume what people about to say?
What was your preference? What was your...
We was going to get to it till you cut us off.
Y'all asked me a question. Go ahead with what y'all got to say.
Still didn't apologize.
Right.
So, all right, I got a question, right? Before I get into that preference thing, right? When, you know how, like, women to say, yo, I want to...
leave that on so you can keep going.
Yeah, I want a guy... Women be like, hey, I want a guy this tall. And the women be like, how tall are you, right? Is it wrong as a man, as soon as they say, ask me how tall I am, if I'm like, hey, how much do you weigh?
Yeah.
Why?
Why is that wrong?
Because what do you need to know that for? And even weight can be deceiving. So I could tell you I weigh 160.
You going off track.
I'm just saying I could tell you I weigh a certain amount, and that doesn't
but you're going off track. The question was why is it wrong, not the deception and all that. We just want to know why is it wrong.
Judging me off of if I'm fat or skinny.
And you're judging me off my height, right?
Yeah, so it's the same judgment.
But you can sit here and say that I can say I weigh 160, but my 160 could be spread out in a way where like, ooh, she look good.
No, I get that.
That got nothing to do with it. That's not the point, though.
Just the fact of asking the question is.
It can be deceiving. Height can't. You can't say I'm 6 foot and I see you and you're 5'5". Like you can't.
But first of all, height can be deceiving because shoes and everything your hair, a hat.
No. It does.
That's a real thing.
It is real inches, but I'm talking
that's a big difference.
There's a difference between I'm 5'10" and somebody who's 6 feet. You can see the difference.
If I stand in front of you and I see you in person, no.
I have on shoes that are thicker than the person.
If I have on Timbs, I go from 5.
That makes a difference.
I have Timbs on. I wear Timbs.
Yeah.
If I wear my Timbs today, I'll be 6 feet, 6'1". But on a regular day, I'm 5'10".
Yeah.
Just saying. So I mean, we're wrong for asking you how much you weigh. I'm not even talking about the deceiving part and all of that. I'm wrong for asking you how much you weigh.
You said judgment is the thing that's wrong. So how is it okay for y'all to judge based off how tall we are versus judging?
I just told you.
No, you didn't. You said is weight can be deceiving.
That's how I feel. I feel like it's one of them things like you're asking me a question that you could judge me off something that really probably couldn't be whatever your mind is.
That's the same thing that goes into the height thing, though.
Is it not?
To y'all, to me, it's not.
But how is it different? I'm getting whatever. It don't matter. That's how you feel. That's how you feel.
Women, I'm telling you, bro, that double standard is insane.
That's the same. It doesn't matter.
That is. I mean,
if that's how you feel, nobody's going.
Like it's double standard.
It doesn't matter. Let's answer the question.
Back to this,
Let's answer the question. What do you look for since you was so quick to try to body shame somebody?
I know. Well, I can't really body shame because, like, but when it comes to that part, you know what I'm saying? Like, weight can be deceiving because, like, somebody who's 5'1" and 160 is going to look totally different from somebody who's 5'7" and 160.
Right.
So, I mean, I do have a height to weight ratio that I prefer.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, the weight time is different because, like, I've met a girl who's been my height, but she's 200 pounds, but it looks perfectly fine.
Right.
So that one is kind of just based on person to person. But I mean, what I look for, first thing I look at is a smile. Honestly, that's a big thing. You know, you got to see that a lot. Kind of look at the way you dress, like in different atmospheres too. Like, can you go from wearing like jeans, t-shirt, sneakers to like wearing dress and heels, or can you like just you can be able to fit in multiple environments, like, or you always sweatsuit every single day,
right?
And you know your sneakers bummy. I look at sneakers too. That's I don't know, that's might be my thing too. Like, I look at like one of the first things I will look at, what is on your feet, and then I kind of give like depending on the day it is, it might be something like, all right, maybe that's just that one pair that you wore out to the store because you were just running out. What about that next day when we're going out and you wear them shits again?
I mean, I don't know. I think folks be exaggerating their requirements on a person. As long as the person looks good and they got hygiene, that's the most important thing. And actually, hygiene is really not as high as people try to make it seem on the radar. Because
why you say that?
If a girl fine as hell, her breath stinks the first 2 dates, you're still most likely going to want to see her. It's not that big of a deal. Because you can always have some gum on you. She's still gonna be fine either way.
But
it's not that big.
How often is her breath stink? Though?
I just said the first 2 dates.
First 2 dates, but I'm saying like, all right, cool, you go past that. But
so
I just said the first 2 days. Yeah.
What? She might have had a long day.
Yeah. First of all, our friends be having bad breath.
And you don't be telling her.
Our friends be musty.
Mm-hmm.
Our friends have done all the time. It don't stop them from stinking.
Yeah,
you can let them know.
You
can let them know.
Hey, can they shower right then and there?
We've all had some intimate moments the person wasn't smelling about. And we don't be smelling it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes don't take their hygiene as seriously as they should.
They don't.
So it's a lot of things. That shit don't be as serious. As long as the person look good, as long as it might be a time in your life where you just low and they super nice to you. Mm-hmm. They got an opportunity. It's just things that go to it that outside shit.
On your best day, right?
Mm-hmm.
You feel great. Everything is great in life.
Right.
That nice card might come out the window a little bit, right?
That who?
That nice card. Like you might, how.
No, I'm just giving examples of when it would matter. No, it wouldn't matter then.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So you got any specifics that you look for besides like, all right, you gotta look good, your hygiene gotta be solid. Is there anything specific?
I like girls that look like me. Fuck you talking about?
What you mean?
Look good. Fuck is he talking about? I like girls that look like me. With none of these fucking booger wolf. Hey, play that $10. I just want somebody that look good. Shit, okay. That's really all specific. Now I can't really narrow it down because I have women that look like this. I think look good. Women that look like this. I think look good. All the above. You know what I'm saying? So
completely agree. What you got going? What you look for? What's the first thing you notice?
Probably the smile.
Okay.
Smile, skin tone.
Skin tone.
Yeah, like.
Oh, this girl discriminatory. Prejudice like hell.
Stuff like that. That's like a good little. Not saying like what color, like.
That's literally what skin tone is.
Okay, well, the skin, how your skin looks like. You got good skin.
Okay.
I don't know, smooth skin type thing.
Oh yeah. Crater
those
frost.
are like. Yeah, I don't know that one. But yeah, like hygiene, stuff like that, the regular. As far as outfit, as long as you're not just like, I can do what you wear a black shirt, white shirt every day. Like, as long as you're not doing no extravagant colors and all this crazy stuff, I'm okay. The dressing, it doesn't matter, but it does to me. I would just say that. I don't know how to put it, but.
Like tires, man. As long as the shits get you from point A to B, I don't care if they're the greatest tires of all time. As long as they're not the worst tires of all time.
I just don't want you to look bummy. Like,
right.
I don't want great value tires.
I don't want no slick ass tires. Nah,
I don't want
no
great value joints though.
I'll stick with that.
And I don't know. I really don't care for now. I don't really care for people that's doing the most about like, oh, I gotta get these shoes, I gotta get this, I gotta get that, I gotta get that.
So you're speaking to their personality. What they call that? What's that word? Artificial.
Yeah.
Artificial. Yeah, like, I don't like the people that like, oh, I can't touch your hair. Oh,
one of
those.
those.
Like, you just too pretty. Like
shallow.
Yeah,
shallow. That's what it was.
Everything is just so much outer appearance to a point where it's like we can't even have fun.
Is it artificial?
You know.
Superficial.
Fuck
am I saying?
I mean that's kind of fake.
Same thing too. Yeah.
But I agree with that. You gotta have a personality. That's a huge thing. I know, like.
Yeah.
Man.
My whole thing is a personality. You're funny.
That's not true.
My whole thing is a personality, like I said.
It's not true.
Oh my gosh.
I had this, but listen, let's.
We can skip that one. Nah, you talked about this.
Shit. I mean, I think a lot of y'all got to be real with yourselves, man. At the end of the day, man, y'all, because we we be in Atlanta, right? So what Atlanta people like to do is complain about the dating scene.
You see that all the time.
Yeah, the bars in hell. All the men do this, all the women do this. It's like, bro, y'all. The bottom line is the problem is you.
It's always you.
It's always been you. It was like that when you lived in Macon. And I know you from Carolina too. You was stinky up there too. That's neither here nor there. The problem, relationships is dating. They've been easy. Y'all are just bad at it. Y'all don't learn nothing. Y'all don't listen to nothing. Y'all don't try nothing new. Nope. Y'all not open-minded to nothing. As soon as y'all got like these red flag shit, that as soon as something happens, oh no, cut them off. What?
Instead of talking to the person.
Instead of trying to get some type of interpret, like some context, try to figure it out. Like you said, talk to them, find out exactly what's going on. Y'all just looking. It's like when somebody like a thought album drop and you just looking for the song, they're like, oh, that's trash.
So
it's
the
just
album trash now,
exactly. You looking for the worst episode in the season. All of a sudden, the show not good. It's exactly how y'all do people in real life. Y'all look for stuff to make people less than what they are. And what person is gonna be 100% from the field?
That, and also you don't even bother to take the chance to say, hey, why do you do certain things?
Exactly.
Why do you move like that? Why do you act like that? There might be a reason of how somebody was raised or how somebody just was brought up in life or why they do things like that. So
that's exactly, and that's the thing. Just because we raised a certain way, we brought up a certain way, that doesn't mean that's the right way to do things.
That goes for relationships.
That doesn't mean that it goes for anything. They go politics, religion, your view, anything. Just because you see something different, that doesn't mean that what the other person is doing is wrong. Y'all gotta learn how to compromise. You gotta learn how to sacrifice this piece because this is so much greater or whatever the things. Y'all are just really bad at what y'all do. It's you.
Know that you're not always right.
You're not.
Never actually.
Do you know y'all live in Atlanta?
We do.
Yeah.
So
that's why I started off.
People, just like going back to what I said when I was saying I don't like that when people are too into shoes and all this stuff. Like a lot of people in Atlanta do stuff for show. So that's why people are saying they hate the dating scene or they hate going out because a lot of people, you think they're some way, and they are trying to date, but they're trying to put on the front like, oh, I have money, I have this, I have that, to the point where you're like, well, why are you borrowing my car? Or where do you stay? Like, stuff like that. So, a lot of people aren't upfront. That's why it becomes hard. So, you learning a whole new person before you even really, like, get to know the person, like, in a real way.
Well, that's all fine and dandy. But y'all still really bad at it. And y'all stinky. I saw what you was doing in New Orleans with your whole friends.
We saw them.
Yeah, we saw what you was putting on your story. We saw what you was doing. You twerking all over the cars and carrying on. You thought your man wasn't gonna care? Oh yeah, we know what happened when he got to. Yeah, we know what happened when you went home. Yeah, you were stepping out and you whore.
Got kicked out the house and everything. Slut. Oh my gosh, your clothes on the front lawn. That shit gets real bad.
Lord have mercy.
Oh, sweet Jesus. You can't even take a shower now, huh? Now your hygiene off again. pH balance terrible.
In the clinics, you in that clinic?
Oh God!
I know what's happening.
You got the clinic again?
I know what's going on.
Oh my gosh! You need to start drinking that cranberry juice. I know your shit burning a little bit. Ooh, that shit is terrible. But you know what? I think people also get messed up too is that they don't be knowing the difference between relationships and dating.
That's true.
It's huge.
That's true. That's a matter of fact, step into because that's a whole thing I didn't even think of.
People like automatically you start talking to someone. They take it as like your relationship. You gotta stop doing everything you do. You gotta abide by my rules. Do this, and it's like, oh,
a lot of assumptions going on.
Yo, let me know your middle name first.
Right.
What day were you born?
Facts.
I ain't get all of that yet. Let me know. Like in that dating scene, and when you, like when you were dating, like, hey, you know, maybe I want to date here. Like dating doesn't stop you from doing everything else. You're getting to know people when you're dating.
And then not only that, bro, what are y'all doing when y'all are dating these people? How do y'all not know the person that you're getting into a relationship with? What questions are you asking? So, are you just going out to eat and smoking hookah with this person? What are y'all doing? You gotta find out some. You gotta experience some stuff.
Hey, if I meet you in the club, then we gonna go back to the club.
Exactly.
And that's the only way. That's the only way they see
y'all bad. Y'all not good at it.
Or they want to just go get crab legs.
Y'all not having no discussions that can possibly lead to anything that would learn anything about how y'all actually view the future of a relationship, how a relationship should be, what you require for your attention level.
Let me know the view of your life or what you see for your next 2 months, 3 months, 5 years, whatever. Let me know what you think about yourself. Like, you gotta go deeper than that because sometimes, you know, everybody's view on relationships may be different.
Right.
But like,
exactly.
What's your view on life?
Exactly.
When are you asking these questions? How long is dating? How long do you consider dating?
Anytime before a relationship, so it could be however long it is.
Yeah, because everybody, you know.
So when do you get to a point where you're like, okay, we're dating and I'm only dating this person because like
that's the discussion that you have. That's
it's
not a standard thing.
Everybody's timeline is
It's
different.
different.
Some people say, hey, they got a 3-month rule, 6-month rule, 1 year. It's like it just really depends because if I'm dating you, and you, all right, now I'm learning about each one of y'all. I may like you a little bit more than her, quicker. So it's like it really kind of depends on the person and how fast or how slow it takes, and just depending on what you guys compromise and kind of come to an agreement and say, hey.
Right. Some people get married in 30 days.
For y'all, if you're dating somebody, you actually have to have that conversation. Like, okay, we're done dating other people. Like,
but it's not just for me. That should be the standard.
It's on both
sides.
Yes, an agreement. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
You have to have a conversation saying you're done dating people or we're done.
Yeah, like just see
I
how
would like to be in a relationship, with exclusive relationship.
So that's when y'all in a relationship, or are y'all still dating?
No, you kind of had that conversation, and you kind of decide at that point in time if y'all both agree with to say, hey, we're done dating other people. I want to be with you exclusively. That's the start of the relationship at that point.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all's going from dating to relationship. It's no in between that dating and relationship phase where you're like, okay, I'm still testing this out. I'm only messing with this person, but we're not together. We're still trying to figure it out. But I'm only messing with you.
I think that kind of
that's still dating.
Yeah, because
I know that's what I'm saying. But I can still be dating. But like you said, I could be dating you, and you.
Yeah, that's still dating.
But I only want us to date each other to really hone in on each other. I don't want to have to spread my time out with you, him, her, whatever.
Well, dating dating can be anything. So you could be dating 6 people, you could be dating 1 people, 2 people.
I understand.
I'm saying it's
as far as the conversation of saying, I only want us to date
I know
each
what
other.
what I'm saying is that you can have that conversation. I'm saying you can have that conversation without you would still be dating until you agree that you're in a relationship.
Yeah, I think
that's what we're saying.
That's the point because
that's the point. Yeah.
Like that's what I was saying, but y'all are making it seem like dating, and then once we say we're done messing with each other. Now
we said be together exclusively.
Yeah.
So
be together, not date exclusive. That's 2 different things.
Because even then with the dating exclusively, some people make that decision on their own.
Yeah.
I can make that decision and say, hey, you know what? I like this one more. I'm just gonna stop doing with that, and I'm gonna date this person only.
Right.
That doesn't mean that person has to stop dating everybody else.
Right. Because somebody wants to see, okay, I'm having fun, but I like this person a little bit more. I want to focus and see actually where this goes, and that conversation can happen. Hey, I'm only dating you exclusively. How do you feel about that? Then we can get to that point.
But that's when that point starts to get when people feel like they can tell you what to do. Like, bro, I've been messing with you for 4 months, and we've been doing all this and that and the third, and now you talking about I'm getting calls or I see you out with somebody else or you I'm out with some other girl.
Well, that was his point of saying people are bad at it. Yeah, because I don't think there's never conversations. Yeah. Everybody, the blurred lines just get crossed and nobody knows they're bound. Sometimes the boundaries come into play of saying oh, like you said, we've been dating for 4 months and now you're calling me yo, why you out with such and such?
Exactly.
Whoa, hold your horses.
Discuss that, yeah.
We got to have a conversation of saying, hey, this is what's going on. This is how I feel. I want to do X, Y, Z with you.
Exactly.
I want to date you only. Cool. Do you agree? If you don't, then you don't. Then I have to make a decision for myself of how I move. But if you do, then cool.
Talk to him.
Y'all just be lying.
He talking that shit. No, he was talking that. Where you throwing that line from? Where you throwing it?
You can call me a liar. I feel like I need an apology now. I'm not gonna get it, but it's okay.
People are bad at dating. You just gave the perfect scenario. People are not good at it. They don't know how to do it. They don't have no structure. They didn't learn from their parents because the parents are younger. The parents probably ain't got. It's a lot.
You think that you're on the same page as the person
you
that
can't
you're
think.
with.
You have to know. That's the point.
That's an assumption.
That's the point.
They're telling you.
We don't worry about vibes. We don't worry about none of that.
But when you say they're pillow talking you and telling you all this stuff, what exactly are they telling you? Are you having a conversation or just telling you something?
Conversations like, oh, I can see us together. What we gonna do? What
but I can also see myself with you and you.
Exactly.
So it's kind of.
So let's do this.
You're giving me a false. Painting a picture
that's cool.
of a false reality.
That's cool, but you still make the assumption that we are something different than what we actually agreed to. What I tell you is anything. What we agree to do is a whole nother thing. If a record label come up to me talking about, hey, I love your music, we want to goddamn get you with us, da-da-da. That's cool.
That's cool.
I'm not signed until I sign my name on that dotted line. None of that shit before happens. Matters, excuse me. Yeah. Until we agree to do this thing as a collective, because a relationship is 2 people making one decision, then nothing else matters. I don't care what you heard.
You can tell your friends all you want, but that ain't got nothing to do with me.
I have no obligation to have any loyalty to you if that agreement wasn't had. and you shouldn't be offended by something that you assumed. That's on you, not me.
That's not assuming if you're telling me things.
But what am I telling you? Did we have the conversation? But hold on, I'm telling you.
All these things like we're going to be in a relationship. We're
going to be.
Going to be. That's the key word you said.
Back to Cali. DJ D-Ray, drop that beat.
But that's the thing. That conversation ain't happened. Just because I'm telling you this, yes, I told you that I really like you and I can see myself with you. But I told your friend the same thing last night. So
I'm still deciding.
Hey.
It sounds like y'all pretty bad at dating too.
No.
How?
Y'all sitting here telling this and that, the third, so the
Hold on. We said people are bad at dating. So what are you even talking about? You see, it can't never stay on the topic. We were just saying that we can't never stay on the topic.
in Georgia, Atlanta?
We said people are bad at dating in relationship. Yeah, so that include us from the get go.
Talking about y'all. What do you mean?
I'm saying that was already given because we was already
we talking about everybody. We included it.
Oh my freaking God.
The first question you asked was, do we live here?
No.
Hey, you know what? She's one of those people that was bad at it. She don't listen for shit. She don't listen for a damn
You
thing.
don't listen.
Trying to make it seem like y'all wasn't.
No, we were saying our perspective on why we believe people are bad at
This
it.
is all
We didn't say nothing about us or how we go about
And
it.
I'm talking about y'all.
That's
You see-
ridiculous.
you
You see how you do that?
Why we can't stick to the topic where I
Oh
gotta
my
be
gosh.
personal? This is ridiculous.
This is ridiculous.
Cut.
Yeah, please. Please.
I'm literally shaking right now. All right, so I have a funny story, right? You listen?
Make us laugh.
I'm gonna take you on this journey with me, right?
Please.
So you know how like cultures within cultures, right? So if you're from the South, it's very different from the East Coast, the West Coast. If you're in America, it's very different from Canada, all this, right?
Correct.
And it lets you know how, like, it's just funny how little we know about shit, right? So I was at this little spot, with karaoke spot, right? I got a Haitian partner, right? We doing a karaoke joint, you know what I'm saying? Everybody turned up, da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? We playing the typical Future, whatever, cool.
Of course, going crazy.
Haitian friend, you know what I'm saying? Where they from, they listen to different type of music. Had a request, you know what I'm saying? They want to change the vibes up. And you know what I'm saying? In the South, we like to change the vibes sometimes too, so nobody's complaining. Haitian friend said, hey, I got a request. Everybody stopped the music. Cool, what's up? Because we excited, because we don't know what he about to say. He said, hey, play some Caribbean music.
Oh, God.
This is what the person proceeded to play. Now,
Woo,
I wasn't the greatest in social studies,
okay.
nor geography,
Okay.
but I could have sworn
Mm-hmm.
Africa is nowhere near the Caribbeans.
At all. Not even close.
I mean, I could be wrong. Let me look up.
I mean, yeah.
The map confirms what I'm saying. It's
yeah.
not there. It's nowhere close.
It's not there. At all.
So what makes you think that people know that is not a Caribbean artist?
That's the problem. That's
Like, how
exactly.
would you know, like, if you're not a person that listens to Caribbean music?
Well, let me ask you a question.
Like that,
I'm gonna ask you a question. Would you like an answer, or did you just want to say, tell you something? So, if I'm not mistaken, because you know Burna Boy, he kind of blew up a little bit, you know.
He did. He definitely did.
In the States, so did Wizkid, right?
Mm-hmm.
So did Beyonce recognized him, right? So
Sure did.
I want to say maybe a year or two ago, some genre called Afrobeat started popping off,
It
right?
definitely did. I heard about that.
And the Africans in America went crazy.
Woo, they did. The Kenyans, the Nigerians, all of them. I got a few friends. Woo!
All this type of stuff,
Fucking it
right?
up.
And what Africans do is they will proudly rep the country that they're from.
Strong.
That is not exclusive to my friends. That goes for the artists as well. Burna Boy, every time he on the song, he rep his country. Every interview, every time he won an award, he shout out his country with a
He's
flag.
from Nigeria,
Exactly, Nigeria. So that's how we know. So if one thing you don't know about the
What
career,
does that have to do with you knowing the artist? It's just like if I ask my mom, if my mom asked me, she was like, play a country song, and I started playing Old Town Road.
that's completely.
So, but no, wasn't he in the country category? Whatever, like, so that's a country song.
Well, here's what my thought is too, right?
I can literally, what I'm literally saying is like, that may not be country to them, but to me it sounds like it's a country song. I don't know anything about country. I never listened to country music.
Before you say
So that could be a country song to me. I was considering it.
Country is not a place.
I said a country song.
I know. Caribbean is a place.
What it? I'm saying from whatever I heard, it sounded like whatever I heard. I never been to the Caribbean, so I don't. Okay, what does that have to do?
All right, so let me say one thing, right? So if that's the case, right? So say if I'm you and you the Haitian friend, right, and I'm about to play the song,
right?
What I'll do just out of respect, just to make sure, especially if I'm not sure, if I assume something, I might like, for instance, from New York, from the South, he'd be like, "Yo, play a Silver song." We all got these phones, right? I would have pulled it up and like, "Yo,
they have. You can literally
hey,
type
yo, my man, is this it?"
You can literally type it in.
Yeah, but that's not even what we're saying.
It is. You said, "How would you know?"
How would you know?
You're saying it. You brought it
No,
up.
I didn't say anything. You asked a question, but you asked a question. We answered your question.
I'm saying you brought it up in a way that the person is automatically supposed to know. So
I didn't say that.
If you saying it, y'all at a function and the person says, "Oh, play a Caribbean song," and they play whatever song they play, whatever, anything.
Because now, when we say that. It was an assumption, like, all right, cool. Once you took on the task of playing that song, that means you knew, or you assumed that you knew.
So that's your mistake. So if I get it wrong, it's like you can't be mad at me or
anything about being mad,
laugh or make it seem like I don't know any culture. I don't have any kind of.
Oh, you're going off course, but you're going off course.
I'm saying more so you're bringing up a topic, trying to talk about a person that doesn't know, didn't educate them. So don't get mad.
You just asked. That's what you asked the question. We was answering.
Because you're saying, how do they know?
You said, how would you know? And we're answering.
Hey, if you because the assumption is, hey, right. The first thing that you would do is, yo, once you pull it on and you think that you know this, yo, let's ask the person who does know it.
Exactly. Or plan B, we all have iPhones. They got every playlist possible. Jamaican, reggae, Afrobeats, any song you want to look for, you can type it in. Here.
I'll go there.
You can literally look it up. It takes 10 seconds.
It does.
So to answer your question, that's how you would know. But the point was, it's funny how little we know about culture and how what they used to call them stereotypes a lot back.
It is, right? It is.
They used to call it stereotypes. Like, for example, northern people come to the South and think it's the countryest place in the world. Ever. But if you live in like Atlanta and then you go to like Milledgeville or Macon, that's country.
Bro, you can go from Atlanta to Douglasville to Carrollton, and that joint is a huge difference.
You go from here to Valdosta.
Oh yeah, it's
completely different. So it's just the whole point was just how little we know about culture and how we carry it. It's hilarious how much we put assumptions on other places just because and don't put any effort into finding out about it.
Then we got this one assumption and be like, all right, cool, we're gonna go with that one.
Any effort into it at all. I remember it was one time, this even with my own personal experience, that I was like I want some somebody said some shit about soul food and Caribbean food.
Okay.
And I was like, what y'all be eating over there? Jerk chicken, da da da. I was like, oxtails. Like, oxtails? I thought that was like, I mean, we eat that in the South. You know what I'm saying? That's soul food. We can make oxtails or whatever. That he's like, nah, they eat that over there too. They eat oxtails and all that shit too. So it's just the whole point was just, it's funny how we walk around like our culture is the culture and then other cultures it's just whatever it is. Because we don't even know what the fuck it is.
No, we see them. You right. Automatically assume like, oh man, this probably shouldn't say this, but like when people used to say, like when people was younger, I heard somebody was like called. They had somebody that was African. They call him an African booty scratcher.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, that was the most absurd thing. But I was like, yo, that was an assumption about.
I mean, I could say, I don't know. I just feel like when it comes to music, it's just so hard to differentiate sometimes because it's like you really wouldn't know. It's just like if you say, oh, you may say play drill music, and I start playing some rock music that sound like some real crazy stuff. You like, what the heck is this? I'm thinking it's drill music. Like,
I think
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I get your example.
You can say anything and it can be assumed by somebody else, and you know they never know. I can understand what y'all saying with the cultures, but
that's what I'm saying. I think it's a little bit different when you're talking about places that are actual places, like locations. Genres are a little bit different. So if I want to hear African music, I can actually play. Somebody has to be from Africa.
So you're saying play American music?
I mean,
so
yeah,
that
but it could be anything in America. Yeah, literally.
Oh man!
But when you talk about genres, yeah, you can mix up genres very easily, and they're attempting to mix cultures. As far as like Drake been doing his best to include all every you know what I'm saying, Drake culture. He trying his best, so he got him a WizKid song, and it sounded Caribbean itself.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah. What Justin?
I mean, just that guy
Canada and Africa is crazy.
Yeah, he don't know what he's doing, man.
That was crazy.
Disgusting, actually. I'm actually offended by that you even brought Justin Bieber up. That white man. Speaking of that, I mean, when we talking about cultures too, I mean, you know, they always have an assumption that, you know, like things like we talking about music, hip hop is black culture, right?
Where you going with this, my brother?
So if hip hop is black culture, what's white culture?
Well, if we being 100, because it's gonna be a little education involved.
Alright, I won't be too ignorant then. I won't say nonsense.
Black and white itself is already made up.
It is.
So that means everything that comes. So if
After
you
that.
start with black or white, everything after that's gonna be made up, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So we can make white culture anything we want to goddamn label it.
Confederate flags,
Anything.
Nazis.
They say no season is a white culture thing. You know what I'm saying? They say cowboys and horse, all that shit is white stuff. When that, if you look up the history of a lot of these things, it wasn't white people that started a lot of that shit.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you can make it
kissing
anything.
your dog in the mouth.
Kissing your dog in the mouth is a white thing. What I don't know, raising pigs or some shit. I don't know what the fuck white people do. I don't know.
Raisins and potatoes.
Raisins,
Oh,
all that
that's-
type of shit. Yeah.
Raisins and macaroni. That is disgusting.
I don't know what white people be doing. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not an expert on white people at all. I'm not mixed. I'm not anything.
Nah. So, yo, would you ever date a white woman?
Is a white woman dateable?
Oh.
When a white woman dates you.
Oh.
That's a good question.
That's a great question. I mean, nowadays it's like a trend for, you know, the whites and blacks to like be together.
The whites and blacks.
Yeah. I mean, it is like a trend, you know. That's what you see. That's what you see nowadays. The interracials. Like, are you against interracials dating?
I'm not against it, but it's not my go-to. I wouldn't.
That's not your first thought. You're
Yeah.
like, yo, I'm gonna get with this white guy right here.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get with Brad.
No, I'm gonna leave him where he at. We can be friends.
Oh, that's okay. All right. All right. That's fair enough. Yeah.
Oh man, I don't really get into the interracial shit like that. That's not really
It's not my bag.
And then I mean, cause I can be super strong against it, but at the end of the day, the biggest reason I don't do the interracial is because I'm from a black, 90% black area. Got black family. I don't be around people outside my race like that. That's the main reason. I grew up around all my crushes look like me.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? All the women I like look like me.
Okay.
All that. So that's the biggest thing. And it happened to be what most people are naturally attracted to because you are attracted to what you are.
Cities
Right.
out here. So I mean, that's we're not gonna see much.
But nah, I wouldn't date a white girl.
Nah, that's it.
Wouldn't date one.
Okay, fair enough.
I wouldn't date nobody outside of melanated.
Me? Nah.
Queen.
Nah, that ain't. I'm already light enough. That ain't even really my style. And there's a few reasons, right? I wouldn't even know what the conversation would be.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know how to speak to you. I wouldn't know how to approach you.
Culture.
Yeah,
It's different.
Literally, cause like
I wouldn't be able to play certain shit, watch certain shit. I need you to relate to like certain shit. You know what I mean?
exactly. And I don't need you asking me dumb questions or thinking like certain shit is okay. And
What if they do know all this stuff though?
But
What if
they- why
but they know
what
it.
if they
Okay.
grew up the same way you grew up, the same area, same school, same all that, and they're attracted to you,
Mhm.
and they want to be around you, be your friend, and they like you. Like,
But that's
it ain't
unfortunate.
Like too much
I mean, yeah,
that y'all gotta talk about is different. Y'all talk about the same stuff y'all knew.
No, because they wouldn't. To me, I don't know if the relation still ain't there. They're not gonna be able to correlate as I would.
So you said they from same place? White? This is talking about a white person?
Yeah.
They
I'm
from the
saying
same place we
everything-
from. Everything they do is identical. They grew up same situation, single parent, all that type of stuff, right?
Even if it was I'm saying as far as like same environment.
Yeah, I'm asking.
Having the same influences that y'all have, same schools, y'all have same friends, access to the same things.
Mhm.
Nobody's above the other. Everything's the same.
What they don't got same
Other than-
is melanin, and they
Other
can't
than-
give me no
other than-
melanated baby. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Pigmentation's a little
yeah.
off.
That's where you come.
You know.
At the
And
You seen Drake's child?
yeah, lighter than me.
Drake is not even fully black.
That boy
So
around there running in
that
blackface.
is not even a question.
So what if we get big and want to feature him? You
Exactly.
see this?
Give a damn.
Walk around in black.
Nah, I
He
just.
don't want to got braids.
I want my family to look like me. I want my family to look like my grandparents and my mom. I want my skin tone to continue melanin
I agree with that.
everywhere.
Do you like discriminate between skin tones?
Absolutely.
No, I'm talking within the black community.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, yo, get him the fuck out of here! Like I'm done with that.
Yes, I do. I'm very discriminatory.
You do?
Yes.
Okay, so
Were they too yellow? They the Shawn color you ain't do.
I would not disclose my preferences, but I definitely discriminate against skin tones. I'm very coloristic.
oh wow, I'm glad you put that out there. Damn. That's
Are you? Or they just got it?
Nah, actually, as I've gotten older, it's like whatever at this point.
It's not.
So either it's whatever, or do you like it?
Exactly.
No, hold on. Pause, hold on. I thought we were just talking about skin tone for black people. I ain't dating the
What do
whites
you
out here.
consider a black person? Is mixed?
Indian?
Is mixed included?
Mixed with what? Like the half and halves?
Yeah.
A drink.
A swirly.
So, ooh, nah, man, that's iffy.
That's what I'm trying to tell him.
Nah, that's iffy.
That's what I'm trying to tell
You
him.
going with the swirl?
I ain't never did no swirl.
So
But I mean,
just
but hold on.
wholeheartedly, they could look like Drake or something like that. They be like, I'm black.
Well, it depends.
I don't give a damn what you yelling out. If you gotta yell it out, then I don't want nothing to do with
But
it.
to me, like,
I'm
I mean,
black.
even though,
That's what you was doing in school. I'm black.
I'm just saying, like,
hey,
How you know it's
me.
you have some people that just look really.
Now that you think about that Black History shit was kind of ridiculous in school. Oh, it's trying to be super black.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, ridiculous. They got all black posters. They put Martin Luther King videos everywhere.
Every year, bro.
We super black.
We done watched that cartoon, My Friend Martin, so many
Oh
times.
my god, that is crazy. We super black in February.
Oh my
That
gosh.
is nasty.
28 days strong.
Said we pale as hell March.
Cut that shit. Oh, you cut it.
That is hilarious. You put that into perspective, man. All right.